Hi guys, it's Carly again, and today I am here to share with you my April layouts for my Down on Paper project. So this is the last week of March. This was March 28th. So I do have a couple days on the next page of March to show you. I still haven't done anything with the cover, as you can see. Anyway, so this is the last thing you saw. So the next week, at the very end of March, April 1st, I actually flew out back home. So these are a couple photos from the last days in Washington. We colored Easter eggs. I was with my family, and then Clark sent me this picture when he was working out, and I thought that was funny. And then I was in Seattle for my flight out. I saw my brother's dogs, and then I put my ticket stamp there from the luggage. Yeah, and then over here was the first few days I was back home with my guys. Lots of pictures of Knox and Clark. And then we had Easter 15, so 2015, over at our friend's house, and we barbecued, and then we had these cool confetti Easter eggs, which I have actually never done before, but it was really fun, and the kids did them. Anyway, so that was Easter. Then the next week was the week of April 6th through the 13th-ish. We went to the dog park. Flowers were blooming. I made biscuits. And then here's the long photo of Clark and Knox and I. As you can see, it's one that is one photo. And oh, you can't even see. There we go. One photo that I merged the boxes and layered it onto both the boxes. And then these two photos, we were walking Knox. This was actually an old photo I got back from this right here. It's actually one of these photos, but I scanned it into the computer and put it on there. And then there was lots of pollen, lots of trees blooming, nice sunset and Knox. And then over here, we ended up going to Defy Gravity. These are just pictures. And then Defy Gravity, which was probably my favorite part of the whole week. We jumped in foam pits with our friends, and then they played dodgeball. And then we had this little like wristband that I ended up cutting in half and laying it across there, and that's why it's kind of bubbly. And then I went to the dog park again, another nice sunset. I guess it's been I think maybe it might be the month of good sunsets. And then, so these, I actually had done these 2 pages already before I shared my March video. So in the comments, like Lindsay, I think it was, said like, oh, you should do more layouts. And I was like, that is such a good idea. And I thought about it, but then I just like kind of didn't even do anything. So then this week and the next week, I did some different layouts. Did some triangles, which was actually kind of fun, especially with photos that didn't need like a whole square. Anyway, so then the first, actually, Clark left on Sunday to go to Tampa, Florida for 2 weeks. So these next 2 weeks he was actually gone, or well, it wasn't the full 2 weeks, but it was like almost the full 2 weeks. Anyway, so he sent me this picture from Tampa, and then Clark and Knox and I were here. I went to Raleigh and had lunch with my brother's girlfriend. So these photos are from Raleigh. And then I painted a really big abstract painting with a paint roller. And that's just a fun outtake from the romper outfit post I did. Anyways, the next one, I did 2 sets of the triangles, which I thought was fun. And like I said, I don't necessarily like need these to be squares. Like this one was just a shot at the dog park of them in the water, and I got that. And this was a shot of me doing my paint by number. And then Knox, I was actually filling up our tires. Another picture of Knox and I went and got ice cream, painted, oh, I got my nails painted yellow. They're not yellow anymore because it's been 2 weeks. But when we went to Raleigh, we went to a bar that had it was a full nail salon with a full bar inside too. It was pretty legit. So that's, the yellow nails are from there. And then I ate McDonald's with Knox, and he was trying to beg for it a little bit. And then this is another photo from Tampa. His friend actually is taking the photo, but as you can see, I don't really care if the friend's in it. But Clark's in it, and so that was okay. And then this is was a photo I actually took of a thing at the library. It was a poster like learn a free language, which I thought was cool. And this first half of the week, Clark was still gone, so I actually went shopping. I got these really cool, nice boots, and Knox and I were playing outside, and I love the happy dog, happy life, because I think that's true, and Knox is really nice. Some more great sunsets, and I actually liked this. I'll probably do this at least on 1 week out of every month. Like, I have some, like April 06, and then here has like my date on it and stuff, like Easter. But like I like that I'm going to be able to flip through and actually see the date, you know, like, oh, April 2015. And then this was another new layout that I did. And it has the big square turned and then the 4 triangles, and we went to the beach. And so these are all photos from the beach day. And that's my friend's daughter. We had fun. It was a lot of fun, actually. And then I sent a letter to Clark's sister. She's a stewardess on a ship right now. And Knox, I made a bed for him in the bedroom. He chewed up his old dog bed, so instead I made him a bed out of the couch cushions. And then Clark came home, and so I actually was home on the weekend, so this is basically all from like the weekend, but it was majority of the week because it was the majority of the week that I liked, at least. We went to Olive Garden on a date. I got the fancy plate at Olive Garden, so I wanted to take a picture of that. I think he's cute. Then we actually moved our mattress out to the living room one night and we watched 22 Jump Street, actually. I hadn't seen it. I've been apprehensive about watching sequels of funny movies because we saw Anchorman 2 and it was the worst. It was just like, we liked Anchorman 1 and we hated Anchorman 2. Anyway, but we actually watched it and we really liked it. And so we laid out there with Knox. Clark was rolling his back out on this one, and Knox didn't know what was going on. And then I shared some photos that I took from our first apartment, and I wanted to include one, and I titled it. And then this photo, actually, my stepmom sent us. She sent my younger brother up to the roof to clean off the skylight, and I honestly thought this was like one of the artsiest photos. Like, I don't know, I just think it's so cool, like the angles of the light and then like the color. And it was taken on an iPhone, you know, and he's not paying attention. He doesn't know that like she's taking the photo. Anyway, so yeah, that is April. Here are my pages. And there we go. Still haven't done a cover for it yet, which is okay. Yeah, it's getting actually pretty full, which I like. I think it's kind of cool. It's like a scrapbook. It's like a scrapbook. There we go. All right, thanks for watching.